Have you ever wondered if the simple ingredients such as garlic, ginger, and lemon sitting in your kitchen can actually support your heart and your arteries in a meaningful way? You're not alone. Millions of people look for natural ways to protect their hearts as they grow older, and these three ingredients show up again and again. But the truth is, while they won't magically unclog your arteries overnight, they can help your body in gentle but powerful ways when you use them consistently. So in today's video, we're jumping deep into the science behind these popular natural remedies. We will explore what these ingredients really do inside your body in a simple way. We all see those amazing claims online, but what's the real story? We're going to gently peel back the layers and explore the actual science behind these three powerhouses. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by health info, so we're here to give you the clear, reliable scoop on whether these natural remedies really do help. Keep things flowing smoothly inside your body. Think of this video as your guide to the facts. We'll explore exactly how the good stuff in garlic, ginger, and lemon actually works, what the research truly suggests about their impact on your heart, and whether mixing them up gives you an added bonus. Keeping your arteries clear is super important, but remember, no food is a magic wand. We're showing you how to use these ingredients wisely and safely as a positive part of your daily routine. So stay with me, because once you understand what these three simple foods really do, you'll be able to protect your heart in a way most people never think about. Let's find out if these famous natural ingredients are worth the hype. Number 1. Garlic. Garlic might be sitting quietly in your kitchen right now, but inside the human body, it behaves like a microscopic powerhouse. It's almost funny how something so ordinary, so cheap, so simple ends up being one of the strongest natural protectors your arteries could ever ask for. But that power doesn't come from the garlic clove itself. Its power comes from a sulfur compound called allicin, released when garlic is crushed or chopped. Let's start with cholesterol, because this is where garlic becomes surprisingly strategic. Most people think LDL is the villain, but that's only half the story. The real danger is oxidized LDL. This is LDL that gets damaged by free radicals and becomes unstable, aggressive, inflammatory. And this damaged LDL is what starts the plaque building process inside your artery walls. Garlic doesn't just lower LDL a little bit. It helps prevent LDL from turning into its dangerous oxidized form. That alone shifts the entire heart health equation. But garlic doesn't stop there. It also fights inflammation, quietly and consistently. Inflammation inside your arteries is like invisible sandpaper. You don't feel it, but it scrapes, irritates, and weakens the inner lining of your blood vessels. When that lining gets damaged, cholesterol slips inside, immune cells rush in, and plaque begins. Garlic helps cool this irritation down. It lowers inflammatory signals that would otherwise keep your artery walls under constant stress. Then comes one of garlic's most underrated powers, its effect on blood flow. Your blood is meant to glide, not drag. But when platelets stick together too quickly, your blood thickens, clots form, flow becomes sluggish. Garlic gently stops platelets from clumping too fast. It doesn't make your blood dangerously thin. It simply keeps things smooth and steady, lowering the risk of sudden blockages. Now, let's talk pressure, blood pressure. High pressure inside your arteries is like blasting water through a fragile pipe day after day. Eventually, tiny cracks appear, micro-injuries. And guess what fills those cracks? Cholesterol. Garlic helps relax blood vessels, giving them more room to let blood flow freely. A little relaxation equals a little drop in pressure. A little drop in pressure equals less damage over time. And garlic also supports nitric oxide, a molecule your arteries depend on to open up properly. More nitric oxide means wider arteries. Wider arteries mean less resistance. Less resistance means a happier heart. Now, all these benefits sound impressive on their own, but garlic also protects the most sensitive part of your arteries, the endothelial cells. These cells line the inside of every blood vessel. They are the managers, the regulators, the guardians. Garlic helps keep them healthy by reducing oxidative and inflammatory stress. Healthy endothelial cells mean healthier arteries. Raw garlic is the strongest, but not raw whole garlic. You must crush or chop it first and let it rest for about 10 minutes. That resting time activates the compound your heart cares about. After that, you can swallow it with water, mix it with honey, or add it to a warm dish, but never boil it after activation, or you lose most of the benefits. If raw garlic is too strong for your stomach, lightly cooked garlic can still help. Just crush it first, let it activate, and then use it in your cooking. This preserves some benefits without the harsh burn. Garlic supplements are also an option, especially for people who can't tolerate raw garlic. But not all supplements are good. Aged garlic extract tends to be the most effective and the easiest on the stomach. Some supplements list a lysine potential, which tells you the strength. Avoid cheap garlic tablets that don't specify anything. They're often useless. But now comes a major safety point. Garlic is natural, but natural doesn't mean safe for everyone in all amounts. Garlic can interact with medications. If you take blood-thinning drugs like warfarin, clopidogrel, Eliquis, Xarelto, or even daily aspirin, garlic can increase bleeding risk. If you take medication for high blood pressure, garlic may increase the effect and drop your pressure more than expected. And if you're going into surgery, doctors often tell people to stop garlic supplements 7 to 10 days beforehand. People with stomach ulcers or very sensitive digestion should be careful with raw garlic. It can cause irritation, and garlic can affect how certain medications are processed in the liver, especially some HIV drugs and certain birth control pills. So yes, garlic is powerful, but it deserves respect. Use it consistently, but wisely. Number 2. Ginger. Ginger is one of those ingredients that people usually associate with digestion, nausea, or a warm cup of tea on a cold day. But inside your arteries, ginger plays a much deeper role than most people realize. It works on some of the most important factors that decide whether your arteries stay open, flexible, and healthy, or slowly start to clog without any symptoms. The biggest influence ginger has is on inflammation. Inflammation inside your arteries is not something you can feel, but it can quietly damage the inner lining of blood vessels over many years. When this lining becomes irritated, it loses its smooth texture. Microscopic rough spots form, and these small injuries create perfect landing zones for LDL cholesterol to slip in and get trapped. Over time, this is how plaque begins to form. Ginger helps reduce that constant irritation. Its natural compounds, especially gingerol and shogal, help calm inflammatory pathways that would otherwise keep attacking the artery walls. By lowering inflammation, ginger supports a cleaner, more stable internal environment where plaque has a much harder time building up. Ginger also has a meaningful impact on cholesterol and triglycerides. LDL and triglycerides are two fatty substances that contribute directly to plaque formation when levels are high. Ginger has been shown to help lower both. It doesn't replace medication, but consistent intake supports healthier blood fat levels, especially in people with borderline or moderately elevated numbers. At the same time, ginger may help raise HDL cholesterol, the type of cholesterol that helps move excess fats out of the bloodstream and toward the liver. When HDL rises and LDL drops even slightly, the balance becomes more favorable for long-term heart health. Another benefit is ginger's effect on circulation. Good circulation is essential because stiff or constricted blood vessels increase pressure inside your system. High pressure damages the arteries further and accelerates plaque growth. Ginger helps relax blood vessels by supporting the body's natural ability to dilate them. This allows blood to move more smoothly, reducing strain on the cardiovascular system. Ginger also has a gentle antiplatelet effect, meaning it helps prevent platelets from sticking together too easily. This reduces the risk of tiny clots forming in narrow arteries, a risk factor for heart attacks and strokes. Ginger's antioxidant properties also support your arteries. Oxidative stress is another hidden factor that weakens artery walls and turns LDL cholesterol into its harmful oxidized form. Ginger's antioxidants help neutralize these damaging molecules. Less oxidative stress means fewer opportunities for cholesterol to become reactive, aggressive, and capable of triggering plaque. Now, how should ginger be taken? The good news is that ginger is flexible. Raw ginger is excellent, but surprisingly, not always the strongest. Heating ginger changes its chemical structure slightly, and some of those changes actually make it more anti-inflammatory. This means you can consume ginger in almost any form: raw slices, grated into meals, blended into drinks, boiled into tea, dried powder, capsules, or even crystallized ginger, although that one has sugar. Ginger tea is one of the best ways to get its benefits because heat helps release its compounds into the water. You can grate it, slice it, or crush it and let it simmer for 10-15 minutes. This draws out the compounds that help your arteries the most. If you prefer easygoing, ginger powder works surprisingly well. Half a teaspoon a day added to tea, smoothies, or warm water is enough to support your arteries. Ginger supplements are an option too, especially if you want a consistent dose every day. Just make sure to choose supplements with standardized gingerol content. Supplements are useful for people who need a consistent dose or don't enjoy the taste. Capsules containing standardized ginger extract can deliver predictable benefits. However, ginger should be used carefully if you take blood thinners like warfarin, Eliquis, or even daily aspirin. Its natural antiplatelet action may enhance the effect of these drugs. Ginger can also interact with certain medications that affect blood sugar, since ginger may lower glucose levels slightly. And if you're prone to acid reflux or gallbladder issues, large amounts of ginger may not be ideal. But for most people, ginger is safe, natural, and incredibly effective when used consistently. It doesn't clean arteries like a pressure washer. Instead, it creates an environment where inflammation drops, circulation improves, cholesterol behaves better, and your arteries stay younger for longer. Ginger doesn't work overnight, and it doesn't make dramatic promises. But day by day, it transforms the internal conditions that determine whether plaque grows, shrinks, stabilizes, or stays silent. And when you give your arteries that environment, your heart finally gets to work without fighting the constant fire of inflammation. Number 3. Lemon. Lemon is probably the simplest ingredient in this trio, yet its impact on your arteries is surprisingly meaningful. When most people think of lemon, they picture a refreshing drink or something added for flavor. But inside the body, lemon provides several forms of support that contribute to long-term arterial health. These effects aren't dramatic in a single day, but they become important when used consistently over months and years. The most valuable component in lemon is vitamin C. This water-soluble vitamin plays a crucial role in maintaining the structure of your blood vessels. Your arteries contain collagen, a type of structural protein that keeps them flexible and strong. Without enough vitamin C, collagen weakens, which makes artery walls more prone to tiny cracks and stiffness. These microscopic injuries create openings where cholesterol can enter and start plaque formation. So when you consume lemon regularly, you're providing your arteries with the raw material they need to stay resilient and less vulnerable to early damage. Vitamin C is also a powerful antioxidant. Oxidative stress occurs when your bloodstream contains more harmful free radicals than your body can neutralize. These free radicals damage cells throughout the body, including the endothelial cells lining your arteries. When these cells weaken, your arteries lose their ability to expand smoothly and regulate blood flow. Lemon helps reduce this oxidative stress by neutralizing these unstable molecules before they can cause harm. Lower oxidative stress also means LDL cholesterol is less likely to become oxidized. And oxidized LDL is the form that contributes most aggressively to plaque buildup. Beyond vitamin C, lemon contains flavonoids such as hesperidin and diosmin. These plant compounds have been studied for their anti-inflammatory and vasodilating properties. Inflammation inside the artery walls is a major trigger for plaque formation, and flavonoids help reduce this irritation. They support better endothelial function, meaning the inner lining of your arteries stays smoother and more responsive. When blood vessels relax more easily, circulation improves and blood pressure may drop slightly. These small improvements add up over time, giving your arteries a calmer environment to operate in. Hydration is another way in which lemon indirectly supports your cardiovascular system. Many people simply don't drink enough water throughout the day, and when the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker. Thicker blood moves more slowly and increases the pressure on the artery walls. Adding lemon to water encourages more frequent drinking, helping maintain proper hydration. This makes your blood flow smoother and reduces the strain placed on your heart. Even though hydration seems like a small factor, it plays a meaningful role in keeping circulation efficient. How should lemon be consumed for these benefits? The easiest method is lemon water. A squeeze of fresh lemon into warm or room temperature water is enough. Warm water in the morning can help some people start their day hydrated, while cold lemon water works well throughout the day. It doesn't matter which temperature you choose. What matters is consistency. Lemon can also be added to salads, soups, steamed vegetables, or herbal teas. However, avoid relying on sugary lemon drinks or packaged lemon juices, as added sugar works against your cardiovascular goals. For people who need stronger antioxidant support, lemon peel contains even higher concentrations of beneficial flavonoids. Grating a small amount of lemon zest into meals can enhance the benefits. However, because lemon is acidic, consuming large amounts of undiluted lemon juice can irritate the stomach or damage tooth enamel over time. To protect your teeth, always dilute lemon juice in water and avoid brushing immediately after drinking it. Some people may experience heartburn or acid sensitivity, so adjusting the amount is important. Lemon supplements in capsule or powder form exist, but whole lemon is generally preferred because it contains the full range of natural compounds. Supplements typically provide isolated vitamin C or flavonoids, but lack the hydration and natural balance found in the fresh fruit. Lemon is not a direct solution for removing plaque, but it plays an important role in preventing further buildup. It helps create a healthier internal environment by supporting stronger artery walls, reducing oxidation, lowering irritation, and encouraging better hydration. When combined with other healthy habits and paired with ingredients like garlic and ginger, lemon becomes part of a broader strategy that keeps your arteries functioning at their best. Let's make a recipe with these 3 ingredients. Yes, you can easily combine these ingredients into a daily health tonic. Here's a simple garlic, ginger, and lemon elixir recipe to get you started. We already know the ingredients: 1 clove of garlic, peeled and minced, 1-inch piece of fresh grated ginger or powder, juice of half a lemon, 1 cup of warm water, not boiling. Finally, a teaspoon of raw honey to taste. At first, place the minced garlic and grated ginger into a mug. Now, squeeze the lemon juice over them. Pour the warm water over the ingredients and stir. Let it steep for about 5 to 15 minutes to allow the active compounds to infuse into the water. If you prefer a smoother drink, you can strain out the pieces of garlic and ginger. Stir in a little raw honey if desired for taste. How and when to drink it. For best results, many people drink this tonic once a day, often in the morning on an empty stomach. This allows for maximum absorption of the nutrients. Warming the drink can also be soothing and may help release more of the beneficial compounds. While a healthy diet is crucial, it's only one piece of the puzzle. Physical activity is essential for maintaining a strong heart and clear arteries. The American Heart Association recommends adults aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week. This could be brisk walking, dancing, gardening, or cycling at a casual pace. Any amount of movement is better than none. The key is to sit less and move more. If you are new to exercise or have a pre-existing heart condition, it is vital to speak with your doctor to create a plan that is safe and effective for you. So, let's return to our original question. Can garlic, ginger, and lemon really clean clogged arteries? The answer is that while they can't scrub away existing plaque, they offer powerful preventative benefits. The scientific evidence shows that their antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and circulation-supporting properties can help reduce some of the primary risk factors for atherosclerosis, such as high cholesterol, inflammation, and high blood pressure. The real power of these ingredients lies in prevention, not reversal. Relying on them as a cure for heart disease would be misguided and potentially dangerous. Used consistently, they help your arteries operate in a healthier internal environment. They don't perform miracles. They support your body's natural ability to protect itself. True cardiovascular health comes from a holistic approach. Incorporating garlic, ginger, and lemon into a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is a fantastic step. When you combine that with regular exercise, stress management, and avoiding smoking, you create a powerful strategy for protecting your arteries. Always remember, if you have a heart condition or are on medication, especially blood thinners, consult your healthcare provider before making any significant dietary changes. When used wisely and consistently, garlic, ginger, and lemon are valuable allies on your journey to a healthy heart. Thanks for watching.
And with that, we wrap up today's video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. For more queries, I have also added some studies at the end of this video description. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Stay healthy, stay fine.